On the menu today is a beef and potato curry tray bake with a twist. We start by making a rich, fragrant curry on the stove, parboil some potatoes and coat them in warming spices. Everything goes into an oven-proof dish and is baked to perfection. It's hearty, it's full of flavour and it is perfect for sharing. I hope you're all well. I'm Shane, welcome back to It's Cooking Good. Those curry purists out there, I'm sure you'll probably turn your nose up at this one, but please don't knock it till you've tried it. It is absolutely fantastic, this dish. The weather has changed. I've got the jumper on. It's been raining on and off. We're at the beginning of September. I don't know what's happened to summer. I know officially it ended last weekend, but please bring back the sun. So I'm back inside cooking again and we fancy something really warming. Fancy the curry, but we wanted to do something a little bit different. So we need to start by making our curry because it's going to take a good hour to cook, certainly this stage. Get your pan nice and hot, and into that you want some ghee. You can get this from any supermarket. I buy this East End brand. It is really, really good, and it really does give that curry a little bit of extra depth. It's a little bit naughty, but it's very, very nice. And I'm probably going to go in with about 2 tablespoons there. And you're going to want some vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons there, and just let that melt down. That's looking good. Onions, I've got 1 really large onion which I've just diced. Again, if you haven't got a really large one, use 2 medium ones. And that's going to go straight in. And we want to soften this down. So I'm going to cook it down for a good 2 to 4 minutes before we add in our garlic and ginger. So the onions are exactly where I want them. We now need to finish this trilogy off. As we all know, the base of any good curry is onions, garlic and ginger. And here I've got a paste of ginger and garlic already made up. Some of you might have watched my other curry videos. You know I make up batches of this myself in the food processor. And what I don't use, I freeze. But here you've approximately got 3 cloves of garlic and a 3 centimetre piece of ginger. So that's going to go into our mix there. And just stir it through and let that cook out for about another minute. Just want that to infuse that oil and butter. So next we need to go in with our spices. And here we've got a teaspoon each, Kashmiri chili powder, coriander powder, turmeric, cumin powder, garam masala, fenugreek seeds, and some hot curry powder. Again, guys, if you don't want it hot, just change that out. Also, if you want more, put more in. But as I say, teaspoon of each in. Get it all off. And you want to stir that around. I've said it before on other videos. These spices could have been sat on the shelves in supermarkets for quite a while. They do take on moisture and you just want to cook that out just to get all of that lovely flavour out of them. Our onions and spices are looking dandy, so let's turn our attention to our meat. Special thank you to Rawling Kensett. They're another local butcher to me here in Bookham in Surrey. If you're local, pay them a visit. We must support local where we can. And they had some lovely meat in there, absolutely amazing. And I ended up going for chuck steak. And I've got them to dice it up into really quite sizable chunks. That's how I like it. Obviously, the good thing about going to a butcher is you can have it cut into any size you like. I've got 800 grams here. I'm feeding 4 of us tonight, so I work on 200 grams per person. And that's all gonna go into our mix. And just give it a little stir around. You just wanna coat it in those spices and the onion mix before we add in the rest of the ingredients. Don't worry about colouring it, you won't need to. Then in next, my old favourites. You want a tin, 400 gram tin of tomatoes. Obviously I love my muti, but whatever ones you've got is fine. I've used up my glut of tomatoes. They have now officially all gone. I don't think I'll be getting any more because the weather is awful. But if I had them, I would have definitely used them myself. Similarly, if you haven't got a tin of tomatoes, but you've got some other tomatoes lying around, then absolutely use those. 2 sort of medium-sized standard tomatoes would be perfect. Put them in the blitzer and just make up your own tomato mix. And then to that, I'm gonna add 400 millilitres of boiling water. Oh, it smells fantastic already. And just give that a good little mix around. Stick a lid on it, leave that now for an hour. I will check it halfway through. If I think it's drying out, I will add a little bit more water, but it's time for me to put my feet up, relax, and come back and check on it in a bit. So our curry's had its initial time. Just take a little look at it, give it a little stir. I didn't have to thin it down halfway through at all. It's got plenty of sauce there. So next, we're just gonna add our final ingredient to that, which is a tin of coconut milk. If you wanna swap that out, you can use yogurt instead, would work perfectly well, or double cream, but I think the coconut works particularly well. And just give that all a good stir in. We're now gonna cook this for about another 15 to 20 minutes, uncovered this time. We want to reduce this down. Whilst it's doing that, preheat your oven to 180C fan, and now we can turn our attention to our potatoes, and here they are, and this is how you make them. Cut 600 to 700 grams worth of floury potatoes into 4. These were quite small ones, so I just cut them into 4, but you want them in chunks, about that size. Then place into a pan of boiling water that's on a gentle boil. You don't want this too hot, and we're gonna leave those for 6 to 8 minutes. We just want them to be nice and tender, but not falling apart. Once they've had their time, just pull one out and just check for tenderness. You just want that knife just to slide through there. They look perfect to me. You then want to drain those off in a colander, and just cover that with a kitchen towel and let them steam away until we're ready to coat them. For your coating here, I've just got 80 grams of butter, which I put in the microwave for 1 minute just to melt it down. And then to that, we're gonna add a teaspoon each of garam masala, ground cumin, smoked paprika. I'm using hot curry powder, use a mild or a medium if you prefer, and some onion granules and salt. And just give that all a good stir to incorporate it. Bring in your potatoes and just give them a little ruffle up, nothing too major. Remember, we don't want these to break up, but you just want to be able to get some of those nice crispy edges, and the more you do that, the better. So something along those lines. Bring in a bowl, empty your potatoes into the bowl. Get your butter and spice mix and pour it all over. Oh, lovely. And then again, just give that a gentle toss around, and they will now sit until we're ready to put them onto our curry topping. Okay, so we're ready to go. Oven's at temp, potatoes are done, and the curry is also done. It's reduced down nicely and thickened up exactly as we want it. My only decision now is which dish should I choose, because I'm looking at both of these and I think I need somewhere probably in between the two. Do you know what? I'm going to go with the smaller one, and if I make a mistake, then I can always tip it into the larger one. So get your curry and start to load up your dish. And you can see that thickness on there. Hopefully you can see that. Anyway, look how that's really thickened up. That's going to take forever. I'm just going to try and bring it down a bit. I don't want to splash it everywhere. My wife will go mad at me. It's got turmeric in it. It stains. I have to get the old barkeeper's friend out. Oh yeah, I think that works perfectly. Just obviously readjust it, make sure your meat's nicely and evenly distributed. Want to make sure everyone gets a piece of that. And lastly, our potatoes. Move that to one side and just get them and just sort of pop them around. The reason, obviously, you want this thicker. One, I like it thicker, the curry, but also you want them to sort of hold these potatoes up so they're sort of popping up out so we get that crispiness on the top. So I'm going to carry on with these, and once done, we'll be ready to put this in the oven. That's all done and ready to go into the oven. I've got myself a baking tray here. I put a bit of grease-proof paper on it because as I put those potatoes in, some of that curry is very, very near the top, and I know as soon as it goes in there, it starts bubbling away, and I don't want mess in that oven. You know me, anything for as little cleaning up as possible. So I'm going to lay it on there. This is going to go into that oven, 180C fan, for about 40 to 50 minutes. Really what you're looking for is those potatoes to start to crisp up. And obviously this is the finishing cook for the beef too. So I'll see you then when we can dig in, give it a try and see how we've done. So we are done. It had the full 50 minutes in that oven. I just want to finish it off with a nice little bit of chopped coriander. So just a little sprinkling here and there. I love coriander, and I appreciate some people really dislike the stuff. I think it sort of plays with their taste buds a little bit too much, but for me, I can't get enough of the stuff. And then I like also some fresh red chilies, and I'm going seeds and all. Why not? Just dart it around here and there. I'll probably only do half of it because the kids won't like it. I'll put another one there. So let's give this a try. Of course, I'm gonna go for the side that I've just put some of the chilies on. I don't want to try too much. I want to make sure I get a bit of the beef. Obviously some of that potato. Oh, hold on, yeah, there we go. It's our dinner tonight and no one else is ready to eat apart from me, so I'll have to wait, but I will try it. It is still really, really hot. Let's try this beef. Hopefully you can see that. And it is sort of shredding now. Look, it's sort of coming apart nicely, which is exactly what you want. Try it with some of that potato. Hot. Oh, wow. That is absolutely sublime. Honestly, that beef is cooked to perfection. I'm gonna have a bit of that chili on there. The potatoes, some of them are sunk down a little bit into the sauce, but that's fine. I like a beef and potato normal sort of style curry, but you've also got that crispiness on the top, which really does add another dynamic to the dish. That is so, so good. Guys, you have got to try this. Honestly, it will not disappoint on any level. That's it from me for today. I just wanted to say a big thank you to all my existing subscribers, but also the 185 subscribers I've gained in the past 28 days. That is phenomenal, and I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and absolutely thank you for subscribing. Obviously, we're changing seasons now. We are in the autumn. I will try and cook. I know there's a lot of you that like the barbecue stuff outside. I will say pretty much most of the dishes that I cook can be cooked indoors or outdoors. So hopefully you'll be able to try them whether you've got a barbecue or not, or whether you like cooking outside or not. But I suspect, given what the weather's been like over the past week, which is lots of rain, I might be dictated to a little bit by that. So I probably will be doing a bit more inside, but I will try and mix it up, do a bit of both for you. As you all know, this channel is all about what I'm cooking for my family that night, but more importantly, it's about what you want to see. So as always, if you've got something you want to see me cook, you've got a recipe, whatever it may be, pop it down in the comments. I will get back to you and I will try my best to add it to the list, the long list I've got of recipes that I'm going to be cooking over the coming months. For those of you who are watching this that aren't subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please also like, share and comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'll put all of the details of today's beef curry and crispy potato tray bake, that's a mouthful, down below in the description as always. And all that's left for me to say is until next time, it's cooking good.